Bonehead move of the day number 1. Just continued the dragging. It was following so well.
Whoa! Professional, huh? Holy moly! You both plugged her up?
On a tree. Yeah, they're growing good, I see. But in that shade, she's greasy. Well, you can see how well a day off goes. I thought, well, it's a beautiful afternoon. We did get 3/10 of rain last night, but I want everything to go for Monday morning. So I volunteered myself to come out and fuel up everything, get everything fueled up, and now I'm stuck. I didn't think 3/10 would do this to the ground, but kind of a lower area, so soft to begin with. This should be fun to get out by myself. Doable, but annoying. Just no grip. My 2-wheel drive just got no grip. Maybe should have stayed home. Maybe this is a sign from God. May as well try to get some weight off. Not that weight really was an issue. It's more like more of a grease issue here. Unreal. Nonetheless, I'm going to take some weight off and figure out how to hook this up. I'll have to leave the truck in neutral and drag it on some corn stalks. But I got the combines ready to go. The tillage tractors need to be done also. No tow hooks, really? Okay, so park brakes off, straighten the wheels some. Okay, this will be a little easier. I'm using the grain cart wired up with the rear camera here, so I should be able to see somewhat what I'm doing. You guys yell if anything's going bad, would you? That worked pretty good. Drug them way over here because I've been over here once already to the combines. So I just continued the dragging. It was following so well. It's like it had auto steer. Take some tension off the rope. We're free. Oh, if you guys need any Yankum ropes, they're on our website. I believe there's a discount code too. You can save some money. Something every farm should have. In all honesty, they are very handy. And this winter, I want to rig up a toolbox on here because I don't like my ropes hanging out in the dust because the dust gets in the fibers and can damage them. But we don't have an option right now, so that's what we're doing. Okay, we're done with that struggling. We're just gonna go get the implements that are made to drive in the field and we're gonna bring them to the truck because this would have saved a lot of time. And I guarantee you, up by this tree line where no sun has gotten on the ground, it's not bad here, but in that shade, she's greasy. Oh, I wish I would have seen this before trying to drive through it. There's water sitting. Bonehead move of the day, number 1. Leave some nice tracks there. Bet this ground is going to cover really, really well after a little bit of rain on the trash, rather than just a fluffy, dry trash. This is taking a long time down here by myself. I'm used to coming down with 4 guys and greasing and fueling. By the time you get fuel in, everyone's got a grease gun, and it takes a while by yourself. Well, other than the nozzle popping out and squirting all over me, I think the fuel is good. I gotta grease the fold, and then I seen when I was monkeying with the hydraulic baskets, must have a blown hydraulic hose on them, because I seen the dreaded misting spray. Oh no, it was a poor route job on assembly, and when it lowers down, the tire is rubbed through it. Nice. I'm gonna have to get a hose. Not today. I'm not doing that today. This wasn't supposed to take this long. Gotta grease the raised lower and these hinge points here. And that should be all that needs greasing on this machine. Those ones are like a long time till they need grease. Oh yeah, both sides were doing it. So we need to tighten some slack up out of this. Tie that somewhere where it won't get ruined. It's just too much slack in the hinge point, so it's rubbing on the tire. That'll do it! Okay, this don't flex here, so this should be fine. I'm gonna do the other side too, even though it's needing a new hose. Just so nothing gets hooked or wrecks the other hose. One hose is one thing. Why wreck more things though? Okay, I gotta get more zip ties. Okay, looked it over. I don't see anything else that's rubbing, so hopefully we'll get a new hose on there, and that's, I routed it better, so that won't be a problem no more. Okay, everything's fueled. This is totally empty, so that's about 1,000 gallons. I took 300 gallons off the truck. I think this holds like 4 1/4. So pretty much, I don't know, 1,300 gallons to fuel this lineup up, and stuff wasn't even totally empty. The combines were, these weren't, they were maybe half. It would have been 2 trips if everything was empty. Okay, everything's closed up on the shop truck. Since this is warmed up, this thing needed antifreeze and a gallon of oil. I'm guessing she's been being worked pretty hard, so I'm gonna treat myself to a round or 2 of tillage, because I never get to do it, and I do enjoy tillage, especially watching this 5200 work. Monitor's all loose. Okay, service. Where's service? Maintenance, interval, done. Okay. So I'm gonna go do a round or 2 of this, just to see how it's been pulling, because I'm guessing, I was watching the op center, I think she's been being worked pretty hard. So maybe adjust the depth or something. Plus just have some fun and do some rounds, because I do enjoy running tillage. And she's louder in here than my combine cab. Is the turbo supposed to be that loud? Sounds like she's just whistling and we're not even under load. I may have to look into that. That headland pulls hard. Holy cow. What remote does what here? Well, she's getting her black, that's for sure. I feel like it's going plenty deep. I gotta get out and look at something. This is lighter ground than we've been in, so I speculate we're going way too deep. On top of this being a concern here, I seen that right away. And the dirt's built up. I'm gonna have to get an ice chisel or something and chisel that out before we have no tire left. Yeah, we are hub deep back here. Good night. Yeah. This is lighter ground down here, very sandy, a lot of sand in it. It's different than most of what we farm. So we need to take this out of the ground some. This is not what you should be seeing. That should not be on the ground. Wow. That's pretty level. I'm taking her out at least an inch, maybe 2. Okay, 6 turns, I took it out. That should be an inch and a half. This tractor is a tad under horsepowered for this unit, but it should be able to go faster than 6 miles an hour. Here's an 8, and I have plenty of horsepower. Okay, that's looking better. Maybe I took it out a little too much, but it's about 3 inches, I would say. That's maybe a little too shallow. Really just going for black, and I really don't want to get this field black too much because this one is the one that has blow sand on it and it likes to blow away. I'll go back. Deeper. Oh no, I didn't raise it. 1, 2. So I took it out 4 turns now instead of 6. Okay, that's a lot better. So, like anything, conditions. You get up north, it's just the worst clay that you could have. So right here is where it was set to like 5 inches or more versus maybe 4, 3.5 to 4. That is definitely getting it blacker, but I'm not doing that to this tractor or to this ground. I don't want it that deep. I don't want it that black. So this looks a lot better to me. The tractor can pull it easily at 8. Hopefully keep just a little more residue up top, just so it doesn't blow so bad. I texted the group that I made an adjustment, so when they go somewhere else, they can just crank it back down 4 turns because they probably don't want to bite in as much on that ground. This is, like I said, a lot sandier, so it is what it is. Here we go. Yeah, I think this is the setting I like on this field anyways. 8 miles an hour, 8.3. Can go up to 10, we just don't got a big enough horse. Okay, now I better get home to the wife. I told her that it would be 2 hours and I've been at this field for 2 hours. There's a lot more wrong or needed attending to than I intended. No pun intended. Look at how much I got done. 3 rounds. That was pretty fun. Really like these 5200s. I really like them for corn ground. But like anything, they need adjustment in different conditions. So I'll park it in the line. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Start picking corn again. Yes, I am that guy that has to have everything perfectly aligned. Like, look at this. Look at that. Whew. Right down. Love it. It's just my OCD in my head. I just hate when the guys park everything just everywhere. Probably wouldn't have got the service truck stuck either if they would have been all in a line. There is reason to my madness. Plus, I gotta take a photo for Instagram. Come on. All right, well, hopefully someone else fixes that hose. I don't, like I said, I'm crunched for time. I should be taking the hose off. I should be doing it, but it's Sunday. I told the wife I wasn't gonna work. Here I am working because I'm addicted to work. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. 12 hours later, here we are. Well, talk about service. Text him Sunday night, here he is, on the job before we are.
A glutton for punishment.
Want a tree? Yeah, they're growing good, I see. Well, I told him I hate to leave you with our problems, but that's kind of your job. Oh man, she is 37 degrees and very nippy out. Somewhat humid, so it amplifies the coolness. Look at my windows, my goodness, my goodness.
Here's the local forecast for the listening area. Today, areas of frost this morning. Mostly sunny. Much cooler with highs in the upper 50s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Becoming north this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the lower 40s. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%.
And we're off. So the field, we finished there Saturday night. We just parked everything because the next field's 1 mile west. So we got to go around this section. There ain't a through road, so we'll be there shortly. I'm excited for this one because it's been a field that has historically been very, very wet with water table, like very, very difficult to farm, and was PP'd a lot. And it finally got pattern tiled. Worked with a neighbor on the whole project, worked together, and we got it tiled. I think it's 80-foot centers, and I'm very eager to see. I still think it's going to suffer this year because of the abnormal amount of water. There would be zero. It would be a zero for sure. We would have got it planted, and I'm pretty sure the whole thing would have drowned it out. So I'm eager to see how 80-foot patterns have done on this field. It's probably going to be very bumpy out there. Regardless, we've farmed it for maybe 18, 19 years, and I'm very excited to see how this goes. All right, so we're going back and forth, and we're coming up to a slough that couldn't be tiled. So right here you can see all the tile lines, and we planted through it this spring. It was dry, but this spring we could plant literally anything. It was the most beautiful spring ever. Like I said, it's pattern tiled every 80 feet, except for there. And here's what the map is looking like. Yeah, Jordan's back. He names his tractor something different every day, and he just got back from the wedding. I guess Daddy's back. But a lot of red, even though it was pattern tiled, but maybe a lot of red, but at least it wasn't dead. Like, it's still 60 to 80 bushel, which is not uncommon this year. As you can see, what we planted through here is mostly dead. But that is not unexpected. But it looks like it's dry, which is surprising to me, but we've had like a month of no measurable rain, so that's good. Oh yeah.
Can you imagine driving through that on a wet year like this without tile?
Can you imagine what this whole field would have been like?
We would have been duck hunting over dead corn.
Yeah, no, this field is typically terrible. So since it's planted through, we're kind of forced to drive through it. There is other options that we could do, like combine from each end and back up and avoid it. But I'm hoping we can continue driving right through it, hopefully. This is some sort of natural energy drink that makes my tongue tingle. That can't be good, but it's supposed to be good. It's not working though.
Good morning. It's Monday. Took Sunday off. So back to it again. On to the next field. Just a couple miles away and we'll be there and knock that one out. It's a little 80, so it won't take us too long. But it is tiled, so it might be a little rough. Yeah, nice day today. It's a little cold actually. 30 some degrees. 38 or something like that. A little chilly out. It'll warm up, I think, I hope, a little bit. Well, this has took the turn for the worse. She's down. She's down, Jordan.
Why does everything break when I come back?
I don't know. Good question. The sheave bearing for my fan has left the chat. Yeah, it's gone. Think it was hot?
A little bit. Is the next even in that coolant?
Well, we have dove into it. Huh? Normal, right? Not so much.
Well, that's not good news. His machine's down, cleaning fan, assembly dismantled itself. So I'm not doing that cut up field by myself. I'm actually moving just down this road to this field, nice square 80. Not going to mess around with cutting out all them headlands during this one machine event. So hopefully they can get parts and get fixed up and I get to open this field up now.
So the wheels of the bus are starting to fly off. Brody's combine just got a Snapchat video of the right hand of the side of the machine, variable speed sheaves on the clean grain fan bearing out. So service truck is on its way down there to tear it apart. John Deere mechanic, I believe, because we wanted to spend $1,000 evidently. We're gonna have them come out. By the time they're done, trip charge and all that, you all know how expensive it's gotten to do. But it's down to that. We've got one combine that ain't going, so we got a guy running grain cart that's not moving. We just chose to have it hired done. And I'm trying to decide to start the burner of the dryer or not to start it because, well, there's a lot of deals. A lot of stuff involved here. But the corn was 15.5, 15.6, and now we switched to a different field. It is 17. So I was gonna start the dryer, but because the second combine broke down, we were in a cut up field where the 17% corn come from. We decided to pull out of there, get to a nice square field so the one combine can try to get as much corn coming to the farm as we can. So now I'm not gonna start the burner. Hopefully them 2 loads of 17, I'm kind of managing that, pouring in, or I'm shutting the pits off. Pits were full and I've turned them on, shut them off, trying to feed the dryers that little bit of 17% corn slowly, trying to blend that in because we were just running the fans on the dryer without the burner, which is taking the corn down to 15.2. So we are able to take a little bit, maybe 3/10, 4/10 of moisture out of the corn by just running the dryer fans. I'm sure I could have worded that a lot easier for you guys to understand, but hopefully you get the idea.
We'll give it 85.
85. So Brody's broke down and had to come ride in this thing to see what the sound difference in the cab was and why else? Because you're bored? The parts that they brought weren't enough parts because of Screw Nation.
I didn't want to sit there and
do nothing. You wanted to come learn from a professional.
yeah. Whoa! Professional, huh? Holy moly!
It works when the auto steer button engages.
You about plugged her up?
Plugged her? No, I just about mashed some corn though. So the 2 things Brody said right away when he got in here was first, wow, look at, there's no brow. You can see so much more because he's got a 20% brow that.
It's like if you were to put that up there, that's what it would look like.
Oh my gosh. And second was, wow, it's quiet in here, which is the feed accelerator from Salone Express, so that's why he had his decibel meter out. So let me know what the decibels are in your cab.
Probably 100.
Probably 100.
Supposed to be earplugs, probably.
And we're back. We're back to cutting corn again. Shelling corn? I don't know. Let me know what you guys say. You guys combine corn. Is it shelling corn or stocks? There's so many different phrases you could do. But it feels good to be back out here. It was pretty boring. Well, it's not any quieter or louder in here with the feed accelerator, I guess. Maybe it was just me in the passenger seat. Maybe it feels so much different over there. I don't know. Who knows? But here's the reading. It's actually not as loud. About the same.
Well, he's gone. He's expecting kibble to be back, get that back together. I guess he brought some parts, but not enough. So, yeah, the sheave was totally destroyed by the bearing failure, I guess. Anyways, he wanted to ride with, see what the Salone Express feed accelerator was all about. He really liked how quiet it was in the cab. We're currently going 6 miles an hour, trying to keep the trucks busy. Got 2 grain carts on me, which I don't think we would need, but I don't think we have any fertilizer for Eric to spread, so I would definitely be waiting with 1 grain cart, just traveling at this speed, I'm pretty sure, while he's unloading, but we could deal with it. But we're hoping that he'll be fixed up here in a half hour or so, and back at it. This corn's a little wetter. It's probably running about 18.5%. We were in 15.5%, so Dad's probably got the dryer fired up again. My screens are still black. When the cameras turn on, I don't know I need to make a phone call about that actually. See what's going on with that. If anyone else is having trouble, but both of our machines are having that problem, so it tells me that it isn't just one. It's got to be a software glitch. See, the neighbor just pulled in. He's opening up that field, and this field is about 170, 175 field average. I really had high expectations for these fields. This is corn on corn, so it was corn last year, corn this year. Had anhydrous on it, so I don't know if we lost some nitrogen due to all the water or what, but you don't see the big 220, 230 spots in the field. A lot of 200, like where I would expect 230 to be, it's 200, and then there's this stuff that's, well, let's see. Let us get there. 160, I guess better now, 150, 140, 138, 140. So yeah, we'll probably have a field average about 180, I would say, when all said and done. We need more of this right here. Did that last fall up through this ravine. We should have branched off and went that way. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Okay, I've been running around with my rooster with its head cut off. Chicken with its head cut off. We are into some drier corn now, and me and the dryers are, well, I don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Turn the burner on, turn the burner off. Got the burner back on this one. Just running the corn right through this one, trying to blend a little bit of wetter corn with a little bit of drier corn at 14.7, and hopefully the 16% corn at a 1,200 bushel an hour is gonna blend with the 4,000 bushel an hour and give me something closer to 15.2, 15.5. That's my hope. I don't know. We'll see this winter when we haul to town, but we're gonna find out. It hasn't been actually too bad for wind direction. There is always the whirling effect down here no matter what. Usually you see me with the big goggles on and can't see, can't breathe type of deal, but it hasn't been too bad this year so far. The year ain't over. Got many days left of this. Also go check out some of the new clothes, the apparel. There's some new stuff out there, I believe. I don't want to overspeak because I've been in trouble for saying stuff that ain't true, but I believe that is true. So check it out.
Well, I've never had to do this before. That was a headland right there. Obviously, there's some rows that used to be a headland. So we're treating it like bean harvest and combining sideways, getting what we can get, because the main rows, there's nowhere to turn around and I don't know what else to do. It's against everything in combining corn history, but here we are doing it. So basically, that 120 feet around this was gone. Flooded it out. And we're about to round corner 3. So we're in a pretty much perfectly square quarter besides that slough issue. Oh man, the corn is 160, 170, 180. So we're getting a lot of ground covered. Unfortunately, the yield is pretty poor. So like I said again, we shoot for 2,300 bushel an hour. So in 270 bushel corn, we're going 4 miles an hour. In 160 bushel corn, we're going 5.5 to 6 miles an hour. So yeah.
Well, just like that, it's nighttime picking. Gotta love the dark. Just cooking away on this quarter, and I think we'll have this field finished by 8:30, 9 o'clock or so, I suppose, roughly. Corn's very variable here. Really short in spots, and then there's good tall corn, but a lot of it's short out here. So that's unfortunate, and it's not yielding the best. Some spots 200, some spots 60. Just one of them years, I guess. And just like that, we're done with the field. 8:45, pretty good day, I guess, for having a 3-hour breakdown. So I gotta wait for the big Swede to dump his load off on Big Titan here, and then I can put the rest of my corn onto him, because I won't fit on him. Look at this guy.
Well, that's it for today, and me anyway, and you guys. I was trying to do such a good job keeping track of how many bushels go into wet bin so that I could let the dryers run all night and top the storage bin off without blowing the roof off of it. Well, things got away from me. Too much in the wet bin. So now we get to switch bins and go into a different bin, prolonging the pain of topping the bin off till tomorrow. Things happen. Things get going too fast. Well, that's all I got for you guys. And Amy, could you do something with my hat? It's awful dirty.